Ambula Vinaka. A good morning, a good evening, a good night, a good afternoon, wherever you're tuning in from. Welcome to another episode of The World Works Online. And in this episode, our topic is what the world taught us about opportunity. Um, uh, this is a system, an online business which works for anyone, anywhere, at any stage. So it doesn't it doesn't matter what qualification you have or what stage in life you're at. If you have the willingness to learn, you'll be able to build yourself um, a profitable long-term online business and extra income stream for you, um, if you have the willingness to learn and show up. So before we start, Um, we'll start off by introducing ourselves. Um, my name is William. I live here in Fiji with my parents. I work full time in finance admin. I'm also a musician and a skateboarder, and I run my own online business on the side. Over to you, Sis Jel.
All right, thank you, William. Good magandang umaga, magandang gabi. Ako po si Jel. I am a mom of two. I am a wife to an OFW. We're based here in Papua New Guinea. I have over a decade of experience in corporate HR and executive recruitment, and also a proud digital business owner. Sis Nandini?
नमस्ते मेरा नाम नंदिनी है मैं इंडिया में रहती हूँ और मैं एक माँ हूँ Hi everyone, I'm Nandini. I live in India. I'm a very, very proud digital business owner. I've worn many hats. I've been a model, an actor, a well-being mentor, and a high-frequency coach. And today I'm doing an amalgamation of them all in this digital business somehow. So yeah, over to you, Sis Rona.
Mabuhay, naimbang nga rabi, nga lawas na. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching right now. My name is Alvina, wife, an educator by profession, a proud Ilocana, and from Isabela, Philippines, now living here in beautiful British Columbia, Canada, together with my husband Ray, and we are building this business. We are a business owner and building this business part time. And welcome to our episodes. The Word Works Online.
Alright, mayong buntag sa tanan, mayong udto, mayong gabi. Ako di ay si Rona. I am originally from Siquijor, Philippines. Now living here in Maine, USA. I am a mom, a wife, a healthcare worker, and also a proud digital business owner. Back to you, William.
Thank you. Okay. What if you could see an opportunity the way the world actually works, right? Not just the way that you were taught when you were growing up, because we all have some way of looking at how things work or how things are meant to be, um, especially when you were growing up. Well, for me at first, I didn't think that it could be possible or such an opportunity existed um, while I was growing up. And um, there's been a huge advance in technology, and so growing up, I thought everything is tied to like one location, one job, one network. You study, you work, you earn, and then you just do that over and over again for a couple of decades, and you stick to something that's stable. Um, but although it's stable, it's capped and limited, right? So yeah, I've had this underlying feeling that there had to be more. So I started noticing, especially recently, how people were doing things differently, um, especially online, on the internet. You see people who were earning fine, but then you don't really know like how to start, where to start. Um, but then that's one thing that I learned, that there's a much bigger environment and a much bigger opportunity than what we've known or what we've been taught. And that opportunity, it's no longer just a local, it's not restricted to where you grew up or where you stay or where you work, like physically. Now it's global, it's online, and it's 24/7. It keeps going, it doesn't stop. And the people are building from their laptops, even from their phones, and they're connecting across many different countries, time zones, even like now for us, and they are creating an income that's beyond just like their hometown or one schedule. So that really started to make me think, okay, maybe this is how the world works now, not how I used to think it did. And so for me, that's where it changed. I started building this online business, and it really shifted my perspective. It made me learn new skills, that's for sure. And I started to create something that was beyond just having one steady income stream, building smarter, you know, not just working harder. For me, I think that um, working smarter would be more important than working harder, because you can be working harder on the wrong thing. And for that, like that, you would just be putting a lot of effort almost to waste, because you'll be working hard and grinding on the things that are probably not giving you the best or the optimized return. And for me, running this online business, it's more than a, like it's much bigger than just money for me. For me, one of my biggest motivations is my family. It's about giving back to my family, and trying to create more options for me in life, and to be able to provide for my parents. That's one of the biggest reasons for me doing this online business. It's for them. I've seen them work their whole life. They've provided for me and my siblings growing up. And yeah, I think it's about time I give back, really. And yeah, that's one really good thing about this business. It opens your mind to what's possible. It allows you to connect with many other business owners all over the world, and we can all work together. We collaborate like this, and it allows us to be able to grow into the best version of ourselves, really. And uh, many benefits about this online business. The flexibility is one of the greatest ones. You get to work on it anywhere after work, or for me, after band practice, even before. I squeeze it in whenever I'm able to, which is good, which is great. And we also have video trainings, which are self-paced. If you want to fly through them, you can go through them as fast as you want, or if you have more of a tight schedule, you can fit them in wherever you're able to. And there's also a mentoring and coaching system for us, which helps us to be able to start and grow our business long term. And so, yeah, if you're interested, if this is something that resonates with you, feel free to learn more information on any of our websites here. But apart from that, this business has really um, changed the way that I look at the world, or at least we look at the world, because this opportunity is something that's been very life changing. It helps you grow as a person, and yes, it absolutely makes us look at the world through a different lens. And broaden our perspective. So that's it from me. Over to you, Sis Nandini.
Yes, thank you so much, William. Thank you for this live today with you, Rona, Alvina, William, and I think Jel has lost her internet. So, yeah, what the world taught us about opportunity. When I was young, I was put into an international school. So I've always known about, like collab with people from different countries. We had people from Switzerland, from Canada, from the UK, from Hong Kong, Singapore, from the Middle East, and from America. So it was I was brought up understanding that there's a world beyond my little life of my mama, my papa, me, and my brother and sister. You know, I understood that there was more to it than just Mumbai. There were other places as well, and I loved it because we learned so much from other cultures, whether it was food, whether it was how to converse. Not that I know many languages, but we just learned the different ways, and I was always interested in beyond border stuff. Then as a model, I traveled a lot around the world as well. I went to Venezuela, and we went to Russia, and all over. So I've seen so many countries. And but I didn't understand that I'd be able to do a business that would include a global community. And when I got this opportunity to be a digital business owner, I am so proud today because I have literally a global family. Like like this just now, we have collaborated with somebody from Fiji, I'm from India, Jealous from Papua New Guinea, Ronas from USA, Alvina's from Canada. And here we are, different timelines, sitting together and bringing to you our digital business. So, as William said, if this is something that interests you, something where you want to expand your mind, expand your opportunities, and live a life of purpose and freedom, where not only are you helping yourself design your life, but helping others design theirs, then come and explore. The first step is free, so you have nothing to lose. Come, see for yourself. If you like it, continue. If you don't, that's also up to you. So we'd love to welcome you. And yeah, that's all from me today. Over to you, Sis Jel.
Sis Jel, you're muted.
I'm back. All right. Thank you so much for sharing. So, we've got a lot of realizations, right? And learnings from this business opportunity. So, for me, in my 5 years of building this online business, one of the biggest realizations that I've had is that being a mom doesn't mean that you have to choose between your family and your income. Because for the longest time, we thought that if we wanted to provide well, we had to sacrifice time. That being successful meant long hours away from family, missing moments with our family, and torn between work and family. But this business showed me that I can be home with my kids, I can be present with them, I can be present in their lives, and I can still provide for them financially. And that has been one of the greatest gifts of this digital journey. And what I also love is the kind of people that I'm able to connect with, especially with fellow working moms in our business community who truly understand what it's like. They know the challenges of balancing work, family, and personal goals. They understand that struggle of really wanting to give your family more while also wanting to be there for every milestones of your kids. And through those connections that I've built from our business community, I've learned from their own strategies, from their own routines, from the ways that they've been able to balance time while building their businesses. Some of them were still working full time, and some are doing the business while raising their kids at home as well. And I can relate to that because that's how I started the business. I was working full time. I was juggling everything. I was busy with building this business on the side. And it was not really easy to do all of those things, but I was very consistent with the tasks that I need to do in the business. And over time, I grew to the point where I was able to leave my corporate job because I was already earning more than my corporate job salary. And today, our family is together. I am present, I am earning, and I'm doing something that I really enjoy. I get to collaborate with these people here in front of you who are based in different countries. I'm learning from them. And that's why this business means so much to me, because it really gave me the proof that as a mom, you can really do more. I mean, you can provide more, you can build something meaningful for yourself and also for your family that that you can benefit from also in the future. So to our viewers, if you're also a working parent like me who can choose to be home with your kids and still earn, or wanted to be home with the kids and still earn, this business is for you. Or if you're also a stay-at-home mom and you also have that option to really contribute financially without leaving home, you have a lot of options, right? We are no longer in a season where the only choice is a traditional 9 to 5. Living your kids living before your kids wake up and coming home when they're already asleep, because that was me before. Like while I was working full time, I would leave my kids early in the morning to go to work, and then I would come home, they're already sleeping. So there are opportunities like this kind of business that could really give you flexibility, could give you freedom, that could give you the ability to design a life around your family, around the things that you love. So if you're someone who's been looking for a way to earn more, to travel more, to provide more for your family, to spend more time with the people that you love, this could be the opportunity that you've been waiting for, because this business has changed my life. It has changed the lives of the people here in front of you. And I believe it can also open doors for you too. Right? Thank you so much. Sis Alvina.
Thank you, Todd. So, yeah, what the world taught me about opportunity. So, before I came to Canada, I worked in Hong Kong as a domestic helper slash nanny. I thought opportunity meant are one thing: finding a stable job, working hard, and making sure could support my family. So here in Canada, I work as a nanny, healthcare assistant, and working in a fast food restaurant is not easy. I was busy all the time. I know that, and feel the tiredness, no time for myself, and of course for my husband. That's when I realized maybe it's not about working harder. Maybe it's about finding different way. When I started connecting with people, different countries, cultures, and walks of life through this business, everything began to change. So I met a mom like here, Sis Rona, is a mom, Coach Coach Jel, right? And Sis Nandini. So and a lot of professional inside the community, retirees, people from all over the world, different stories, different struggles. But you know what? One thing is common. They were all looking for something more, and that's where I learned my first big lesson. Opportunity does not depend on your background. It depends on your willingness to grow. I did came from, a business background. English is not my first language. I had doubt. I had fear, and but the willingness to learn step by step, and that opened doors I never imagined before. Another lesson the words taught me is you are not alone in this journey. It's true through my experience. So through this business, I found a community, a real people who support each other, who lift each others up, and who believe in you even when you are still learning and believe in yourself. So lastly, I learned to seek opportunity with a grateful heart, because when we hear stories from different people around the world, I realize everyone is fighting their own battles. So, and yet many are choosing to rise, to grow, and to create a better life. Today, I'm still learning, I'm growing, but now I have no more, uh, the excuses. And I have more purpose, a bigger vision, not just for myself, but for others too. So if you are listening right now and you are wondering if this opportunity for you, let me tell you, you don't need to be perfect. I always say, you don't need to be figure out everything. You just need to open and willing to learn, take the first step, because sometimes the opportunity you're praying for is already in front of you, right? So that's it. Thank you, and back to
All right.
you, Sirona.
Yeah, thank you. So when I moved here from the Philippines, I really believed that life was going to be finally going to be better. Not perfect, but better. I came here with hope and dreams, and honestly, with no clear plan, just the willingness to try. And 2 weeks after I arrived, I got a housekeeping job. And I still remember that feeling. I didn't care what it was, that it was hard. I didn't care that it wasn't glamorous, because to me, that was an opportunity and I took it. And then later on, I was given an opportunity to work in healthcare. I didn't start full time and I wasn't secure. I started as per diem, like whatever schedule they can give me, but I still took it because for me, that was an opportunity as well. And then I became a mom. And I think a lot of you here can relate to this. And something shifts when you have a child. Your priorities change, your perspective changes. And for me, I started asking myself, is this the life I wanted long term? Is this how I want to spend my time? Because I didn't just want to work, I wanted to be present. I wanted to have time. I wanted freedom. So when I was introduced to the idea of starting something online, I'll be honest, of course, I was scared. I had doubts. I didn't feel ready. But at the same time, I recognized that feeling because I felt it before. I felt it when I moved here, when I took that first job, when I stepped into healthcare. And every single time, that feeling came with an opportunity. So I told myself, what if this is another one? And I took it, not because I know everything, but not because I was confident, but because I've learned this. Opportunity doesn't wait for you to feel ready. It shows up when you're uncertain, when it's uncomfortable, when it stretches you. But if you keep ignoring it, you stay in the same place. And for me, every opportunity I said yes to help me move forward, help me grow, help me go get closer to the life I really want. A life where I can give back to my parents and be present with my family and also live for myself. So if you're watching this right now and you feel like there's something being placed right in front of you, something new, something different, but you're hesitating, I just want to remind you, you don't have to have everything figured out. You just have to be willing to take that first step. Because sometimes that opportunity you're unsure about today is the one that could change your life tomorrow. And if this spoke to you in any way, we just want you to know you don't have to figure it out alone. Feel free to reach out to any of us in here that you're seeing in your screen, wherever you're seeing this video, and we'd truly be happy to guide you. No pressure and just support. And if you're curious and want to learn more, you can start by going to our website. It's right on the screen. Register with your full name and a valid email address and watch our complimentary webinar. Take your time with it. And if you have any questions after that, don't hesitate to reach out. And again, thank you for being here. We will see you again on our next live. Bye for now.